And with
hey, Kevin, thanks.
And David, he is just getting started. Great stuff. Thanks as always. And a couple of injuries among their reserves. I expect their starters guys will be ready to do whatever's needed.
2 injuries, one of their stars out, but it's all about how you respond to the adversity.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the back, and it's Capella in at the 5 spot. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5. And so it's the Hawks getting on the board first. Holiday finds Middleton. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
Beautiful catch and flush by Collins, a high flyer who attacks the rim with purpose.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. It's Solomon to Kumbo. And here we go, the fast break with Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
Young against Holiday. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. And the shot is good. Here's Antetokounmpo.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on a defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that can lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
Here's Giannis. After the basket by DeAndre Hunter. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Watch out. Antetokounmpo might be soft-spoken, but he's got a mean streak when it comes to attacking the hoop.
Now, here is Young. Inside. And it's Capella missing.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
And we all know about Middleton's shooting ability, but don't underestimate his explosiveness at the rim.
Here's Young, following the bucket by the Bucks. Down low. Lopez with the steal. And it's the Bucks on the break. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And then for Atlanta, Gallinari, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. Bogdanovich comes in for Kevin Herter. Lou Williams is subbed in for Young. Gallinari dishes to Capella.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury. Never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Snell's checked in.
And the defense Capella provides is huge. I mean, a legitimate shot blocking threat who also rebounds the ball at an efficient rate.
Middleton inside the three-point line. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Now here's Williams. Count it. And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young, and Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
Out to the right wing. Here's Snell, defended by Middleton. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Look at the leaping ability of Tony Snell. Gets up over the defense and slams it in.
For three, Middleton. Atlanta with the rebound.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
Bucks trail by 6. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Portis throws it down.
This is what they want to see. Portis finishing strong inside, making his presence felt.
Now Bogdanovich. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. And so Bogdanovich nails both of them. 11 seconds left here in the first quarter. DiVincenzo passes to Forbes. Back to DiVincenzo. Ready by Bogdanovich. And so it's Atlanta with a 6-point lead at the end. And recently, on the subject of trash talking,
I like to stay locked in to the game. And
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo, and it's Forbes in at the point. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for the Hawks. Kevin Huerter comes in for Tony Snell. And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
Here's Huerter following the basket by Brook Lopez. Here's Okongwu, and he banks in the layup.
Nice look from Kevin. Intelligent and unselfish.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. It's deflected, and that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school. And it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Here's Connaughton. Gallinari making his last shot.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Portis. Okongwu grabs the board. Atlanta leading by 12. Gallinari wide open. But they'll get another chance. Okongwu kicks to Williams. He's off on that one. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Shot's good by Middleton.
And that was a big-time finish. Middleton with the strength now to get hit and still complete the play.
Gallinari outside. The pass to Bogdanovic. Throws it up high. Clock at 6. From the wing. Rebounded by Tucker.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
For 3, Middleton connects from three-point range. Middleton's got 5 points now this quarter. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. From the stripe. Here's Okongwu. Back to Williams. The rebound by the Bucks. 1:16 left in the second quarter. Back to Middleton. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Must put a body on Portis. He loves to crash the offensive glass.
Outside Williams. Stolen by Tucker. Middleton with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovic. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And Antetokounmpo shines it in.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
This is the tricky part. Having enough left in the tank to finish the job.
Now, here is Young. To the wing right side. 27 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Milwaukee now. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now.
Come on, that's your bread and butter. You can't miss that.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
DiVincenzo finds Lopez. DiVincenzo can't hit it. And a close game so far to the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. After 2 quarters, it's Atlanta out in front. They have a 5-point lead. And that should...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Hawks. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with John Collins. And it's Young in at the 1 spot.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the Freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. The kick out to Young. Banked in off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 3.
With that tight handle, Trae Young can get anywhere on the court he wants to go.
DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Lays it up and banks it in. Lopez has got 4 points in the quarter.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power.
Here's Young after Drew Holiday's score. Young inside. The putback, it's good on the putback.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Young against Holiday. Pass to Lopez. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Holiday goes in. And foul. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it with double checking, and the game continues on. It wasn't that long ago that Holiday suffered some injuries that had people concerned about his future.
Greg, some injuries are bad luck. We do know this. Drew Holiday's physical, he's fearless, and he doesn't know any other way to play. But thankfully, he's battled through, and he is still playing at an all-star level. Because he's so good at shooting it and driving it, defenses overplay Lou, leaving other guys free.
And Holiday kicks to Antetokounmpo. Here's Connaughton. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Snell finds Gallinari. And he goes in for the dunk.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
And there's the call on Lou Williams. That's his first foul. Here is Forbes. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Gallinari.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Now here's Williams. And the Bucks making a change here. Tucker's checked in. To the inside. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Right wing. Kicks it down to Middleton. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Middleton's got the lead up to 1 now for the Bucks.
And this is Middleton's game. He's thinking of shooting it even before the pass hits his hand.
Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Young's checked in for the Hawks. Back to Forbes. Passes it to Middleton. Over Gallinari. Another miss by Middleton.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Bogdanovich finds Gallinari, and it's in there.
Against physical D, Gallinari with the improved strength and body control to finish.
Bucks trail by 3. Middleton on the wing. Portis, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Young passes to Okongwu. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists in the game. Defended by Young. It's Portis, high post. And Forbes has it in the corner. Here's Tucker. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Cutting his teeth in the Spurs system, Forbes has improved at keeping his eyes up and finding the open man.
Here's Young. That one goes. Count it. Young's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Middleton on the wing. Stolen away. Oh, and here comes Young all alone. And he makes that one. Young's got 8 points.
You know, out in the open floor, Trae Young does an excellent job of assisting or finishing.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. The Hawks on top. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Nwora in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Antetokounmpo with the ball. And guarded by Capella. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor. Has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Holiday against Williams. To the middle. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Lets a floater go. He takes it up and lays it in. And the Hawks lead by 7.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Antetokounmpo. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
And here is Williams. Here's Capella. Back to Williams. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Atlanta making a switch here. Snell's checked in, and it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. A second chance effort. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
in attacking with all that length. When Giannis drives, he's either scoring or at least getting the foul. And he looks totally out of sorts here at the stripe. Those defenders aren't afraid at all to body him up and force him to earn his points at the line.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Forbes checked in. Young's checked in for Atlanta. Lets the three fly. They get it back.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Bucks trail by 8. Here is Forbes. He dishes it to Lopez. Back to Forbes. On the wing, Giannis. Aston Worrell. Just 4 to shoot. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 6th rebound on the night. Young with no one around. Knocks down the 3 ball. And now an 11-point Atlanta lead.
Playing at his tempo, his pace. He's been dialed in all night.
Here's Antetokounmpo.
Man, with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
He throw good. Giannis. Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Hunter's checked in for Tony Snell. Atlanta leading by 9. Now, here is Young. Step back on that one and let it fly. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold. Anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Bogdanovich is checked in for Kevin Huerter.
They needed more from him there. Any point they can get is absolutely critical for them right now.
Whatever drawbacks Lopez may have, scoring in the post isn't one of them. He is a nightmare for opposing defenses to deal with down low.
Young taking his time here. Back to Capella. High arcing shot. Young dishes to Capella. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. Stolen by Collins. Hunter, the pass to Bogdanovich. The quick look, no good that time. Bucks trail by 8. Here's Forbes, and the layup's good off the glass. Forbes has got his first points in this one.
Showing he's not just a perimeter threat. Forbes takes it up strong against tight defense.
52 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Young outside. Just 5 on the clock. Trying to find Capella. Gets it to him. Here's Hunter. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Portis is checked in for Lopez. Okongwu's checked in for Atlanta. Here's Milwaukee now. 6-point game. Giannis with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And Okongwu slams it in.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Middleton on the wing. Back to Portis. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. And too long on the shot. It's off. And so it's Atlanta with the W. This was a very strong. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll The sun and with pregame.
Well, Kevin, and
Thanks, David. For both teams tonight, Clark, unbelievable talent up front.
Agreed. And, you know, in the trenches, in the paint is where this one's going to be decided. It's going to be won or lost there. And that's not something we say very often in this day and age with the three-point shooting, the small ball, the spacing of the floor, the pick-and-roll action. It'll be different tonight.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. One for the 76ers. They've got Seth Curry. Harris is out there with Green. Then there's Howard. And it's Simmons in at the point guard. And that one's good by Giannis.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through it.
Simmons feeling it out a bit. Five on the clock. Here's Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
Well, Simmons has what I call see-ahead vision. I mean, he sees a play ahead, and he's a great passer.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
Well, you know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
Ball's knocked loose. Harris dishes to Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
Now, here's Howard. Back to Simmons. Howard finds Simmons. Curry with it. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Middleton against Green. The 76ers. Oh!
Yes, sir! Yes, sir! My goodness! Yeah, nice job that time by rolling after setting the solid screen. He's excellent in these screen and roll sets.
Middleton against Howard. Here we go, one-on-one. It's Curry outside. That one, no good. And Milwaukee will come the other way. DiVincenzo with it. Now Green defending. Middleton for three. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. 76ers have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Simmons passes to Harris. Again, Philadelphia.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Lopez with the bucket.
He is so tough to deal with inside. Lopez just too big and too skilled.
Harris kicks to Green. Outside, Simmons. The pass to Howard. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. And the shot goes in.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Bucks. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Holiday, the pass to Connaughton. Dishes to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Putting that stanchion to the test, the big fella. Banging it down.
The 76ers lead it. Simmons dishes to Howard. And it's Simmons. That time on the assist by Howard.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. He can't get that one. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Now the 76ers on the break. Back to Simmons. Pass to Green. Simmons with it. 43 seconds left to play in the first. Offensive rebound. Howard at the elbow. And no good that time. Bucks trail by 3. Here's Lopez. Dwight Howard grabs the board.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
76ers with the new shot clock. For 3, Harris. They get it back. They kick it out to Green. Harris looking it over. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. A good, close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed the scrutiny that played.
For me, it comes with blocking.
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Philadelphia.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then there's Bobby Portis, and it's Forbes in at the 2 guard. Now, here's Thibault. And he uses the glass on the layup.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders. And Clark, how about the 20th pick back in that 2019 draft? Matisse Thybulle, fantastic defensive specialist who has an evolving offensive presence as well.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. His defense is really outstanding and NBA ready from the day he got into the league. He'll improve on offense. You know that. He'll work at it, and he'll get better. I think he has tremendous instincts on and off the ball. Great length and speed and athleticism. He's a terror defensively.
Howard's checked in for Philadelphia. Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo, nobody back. And the dunk by Giannis.
Super quick in transition. The Greek freak jumping down the throat of the defense with that speed.
Now, here's Maxey. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. It's rebounded by Portis. The Bucks trail, and it's the Bucks on the break. Here's Giannis, and the dunk by Giannis.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo has some major hops. At almost 7 feet tall, he makes it look effortless.
Scott the pass to Howard. Nice move. The rebound by the Bucks. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Here's Giannis. Scott pulls it in. For Philadelphia, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. No good from Howard.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
That shot off. The Bucks go the other way with it, and they're moving it up. Here's Giannis. Connaughton controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Connaughton's got the lead up to 5 now for the Bucks.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
And Milwaukee has possession. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. It's tipped. Here's Forbes. Here's Portis. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Curry's checked in.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle beat has been going for the Bucks.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Here's what Philadelphia is going with right now. Tobias Harris is checked in for Howard. Shake Milton comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And Simmons subbed in for Maxey. Now here is Harris. And the basket is good. Harris has got 6 points.
Harris has really become much more adept at finishing hard shots. Great focus there.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Holiday goes in. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Curry with a wide-open look. Here's Harris. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Harris has got 4 points this quarter.
Outstanding work by Harris to get his hands dirty on that offensive glass.
Here's Holiday, and it's blocked by Simmons. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a... Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They kept at it on both ends of the floor, and at the end of the period, and that does it for our
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And so in the game for the 76ers, Howard is out there with Harris. Then it's Simmons. And it's Green, and it's Curry in at the shooting guard.
Outstanding focus that time by Simmons. Nothing really rattles this guy. He's unflappable, even when he's getting bodied by the defense like that.
And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. He has 5.
You know, that's how you do it, guys. I mean, he passed his way out of the double team and into an easy basket.
Howard, and it's slammed in by Howard.
To me, this is Howard's specialty. This is his bread and butter thing here. We all know this guy loves to throw it down whenever he can. He's pretty good at it.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. He's got 5, and there's the call on Curry. That'll be his second foul of the game. Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. Second half just getting started, about a minute played. Makes it off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 11 points.
When he's on the floor, Antetokounmpo makes good things happen inside. I mean, he's got so much size and skill, a lot for the defense to try to contend with.
Now, here's Howard. Simmons passes to Harris. Now the Bucks moving it up. Holiday is running from downtown, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Korkmaz is checked in.
You know, what you really like about Antetokounmpo is he wants to keep getting better. I'd say he's accomplished that and then some.
Korkmaz kicks to Simmons. And it's good for 2.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And how about the power of Antetokounmpo? Dynamite whenever he takes it to the rim.
Howard against Lopez. Here's Korkmaz, and stolen by DiVincenzo. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the dunk by Giannis.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Howard, the pass to Simmons. to Korkmaz. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Brook Lopez.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Green. Shake Milton comes in for Dwight Howard. And Maxey subbed in for Simmons.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for them this half.
Here's Korkmaz. Pass to Milton. Back to Korkmaz. And the call, and now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And the foul called on Korkmaz. That is his first foul of the game. Reed is checked in for Philadelphia. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Forbes checked in. A putback, and Antetokounmpo on the follow. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 10 now for Milwaukee.
Hey, I've always said rebounding is timing and tenacity, but if you got long arms, that helps too, and the Greek Freak has plenty of reach.
The 19-foot shot. And misses it off the right side of the rim. 76ers have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Fast break, Milwaukee. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide-open man and dropping the dime.
Harris draws the double. Maxey passes to Reed. 76ers moving the ball around. Giannis against Harris. He feeds it to Reed. Back to Harris. Rebounded by the Bucks. Giannis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Down low. The tray. Nailed from three-point land. Connaughton's got 7 points in the game.
Set him up well there. Brook Lopez showing his vision and willingness as a passer.
Lopez with the steal. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've got a big and a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Setting the floor for the Bucks. They've got Chris Middleton. E.J. Tucker is out there with Portis. Then it's Holiday. Middleton for 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Howard's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Stolen by Middleton. They're running ahead. Holiday gets the bucket. And the Bucks lead by 15. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Bucks?
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
Simmons checked in for Shake Milton. That's good from Harris.
And Tobias Harris A crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful. I love the fact that he's bringing this to his teammates' attention because it's critical. And he's certainly passionate about it. We'll see how much wind it gets with him speaking up on it. Man, the form that Middleton shoots those jumpers with, absolutely picture perfect.
The 76ers trail by 12. Simmons on the wing. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. And staying with the play, Harris.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Shot clock at 6. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Top of the key jumper, no good.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Simmons. Kicks it to Howard. Outside, Simmons. Inside. Tries from 10. Howard misses. Bucks leading by 10. And there's the pass to Middleton. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
Well, I like the fact that Middleton takes advantage of the mid-range jump shot. When he gets room to pull the trigger from there, he's taking it, and he's almost automatic.
Good drive by Simmons. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
And the Bucks making a change here. Forbes checked in.
You know, you look at Ben Simmons, and the thing that jumps out to me is his all-around game. I mean, it's absolutely terrific. He's a stat sheet stuffer, supreme.
The 76ers trail by 9. And Curry, here we go. Green dishes to Harris. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Yeah, they call him Dancing Danny Green, and you can see why. Excellent offensive instincts there.
Here's Forbes. His three-pointers off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Howard kicks to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Tell you what, if you're pulling for Ben Simmons, it's great whenever he takes over a possession like that. Killer instinct for sure.
Tucker the pass to Portis. Buries it from about 10 feet away. And that's now 6 points for Bobby Portis.
Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
Here's Simmons, and he slams it down right on top of Bobby Portis.
Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
Forbes can't get it to go.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Simmons inside. Guarded by Tucker. And Howard with the stuff.
And, you know, he's been in these tight spots before. Howard loves being the one to make the right decision in the clutch.
Here's Forbes. And a miss there on the triple.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry. The Bucks also changing it up. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Drew Holiday. And Simmons slams it in.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Outside on the Kumbo. And the rebound goes to Howard. Now the 76ers with it. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Outside, Simmons. Back to Harris. Over Lopez. It's off.
Yeah, you know, you can't get overly physical with Harris because once you do, he turns it against you and uses it for his good.
And so making both free throws. That'll give them the lead here.
He's basically automatic from the line, not the guy you want to send there now.
Timeout called, the Bucks. They're behind by 1. Just 4 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
And this is it, guys. Down 1, they've got just enough time to work it around for a good shot, and it better be a good shot because it's the only shot they have.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Ben Simmons.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The city of Atlanta. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports. DA.
Hey, Kevin. The Atlanta.
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And this is where you see the depth of your team put to the test. Neither squad at full strength in this one. So I expect to see adjustments in various matchups as the first half starts to shape up.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Harris is out there with Howard. Then it's Green. Then it's Simmons. And it's Curry in at the two-guard spot. And for the Hawks, Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. John Collins is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Young.
Grab it out of half.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Simmons looking around to the right side. 6 on the shot clock. Howard finds Green. Good.
A good decision right there from Dwight. Excellent awareness on that particular play.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks.
And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself.
Good on the bucket. Now Howard. Curry passes to Simmons. To the paint. Collins with some nice D. And Greg, the experiences that Danny Green has had over the course of his terrific career, it's hard to match.
I mean, he's won multiple titles in his career, done so in different places with different types of teams. He's seen it all and knows what it takes to succeed.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Simmons dishes to Curry. Howard kicks to Simmons. Back to Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And Howard puts these dunks away so easily, especially when he's that deep in the paint.
Over to the wing. Now, here's Hunter. Guarded by Green. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
It's his first trip to the line.
76% from the line a season ago.
Hunter became a household name with winning a national championship when he was in college, and he wasted no time showing that he was going to be ready for NBA competition.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. Bogdanovich comes in for Kevin Huerter. And it's Williams in for Trae Young. And Harris wide open. He shoots and no good. Had a chance to take the lead there for Atlanta. They've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Williams kicks to Gallinari. 1:57 left to play here in the first. And he's able to get it back. Here's Capella. It's hauled in by Harris.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Scott. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Okongwu comes in for Clint Capella. And Tony Snell subbed in for DeAndre Hunter. Harris's shot is off. The Hawks trailing. They break it out 5 on 3. Here's Williams. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Harris.
A 3-time Sixth Man of the Year last season. Lou Williams named his newborn son 6 in honor of his success in that role.
We talk a lot about the Mount Rushmore of the game's greatest players. Maybe we can start to chisel out the sixth men of the year in the NBA. Lou Williams would have to get some serious consideration for that monument.
Pass to Maxey. Over Williams. Maxey, no good. The Hawks shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
The Hawks have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. That's good from Snell. The 76ers making a switch here. Howard's checked in. And so Snell nails both of them.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Outside, Scott. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Howard, the pass to Maxey. Back to Howard. Knocked loose. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's Atlanta. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Yeah, they were going right at the opponent here and forcing their hand. I mean, like literally making them foul them.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court right now for the Hawks. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the center position.
And with off-the-charts awareness, Simmons makes plays that others simply don't see.
And here's Young. Now the pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Scott dishes to Howard. Right side, Simmons. To the middle. And it's Dwight Howard with the finish.
Hard to stay with Dwight Howard in the screen and roll situations, and he's also adept at reading the slip situations.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Young passes to Capella. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Some changes for Philadelphia. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Scott. And it's Green in for Matisse Thybulle. Howard kicks to Curry. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Tony Snell's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. Harris is checked in for Philadelphia. 6 to shoot. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while. And Bones, with that Clint Capella trade last year to the Hawks, a bit of a surprise to many, but the Hawks were able to land a young and talented center.
And maybe GA the perfect fit for how it is that their team is constructed around Trae Young. Capella's going to be that pick and roll option, can finish above the rim, and is a good defender to protect the guys on the defensive end.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Young dishes to Capella, and he comes up with the deuce. Capella's got the lead up to 3 now for Atlanta.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
Howard, the pass to Simmons. It's Korkmaz in the corner. Lobbed up there for Howard.
I love the aggressiveness. He's been on fire the entire first half and continues to strike while the iron's hot.
The Hawks have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Young drives in. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Well, the threat of Trae Young, we talk so much about gravity in the NBA. It's unlocking some other scoring options. Strong take.
A minute 50 left to play here in the half. Howard kicks to Simmons. Back to Howard. It's stolen by Capella. And now here comes Collins leading the break. And finished off by Collins.
Shooters tend to be hungry, but this time Herder finds an open teammate.
Simmons against Collins. Here's Korkmaz. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Howard's shot is good.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Here's Young. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Korkmaz passes to Simmons. Down low. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And the D may be a little bit shaken right now. Howard is lighting them up and doing it in a variety of ways.
Passes it to Capella. Out to the right wing. Here's Snell, guarded by Green. Snell kicks to Capella. Slammed home, and he draws the... And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be. Sometimes, you know, Greg, to make, and yep, we thought we might see it, and the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And that'll do it for the first half of...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. And Gallinari, a guy who maybe should have gotten more All-Star votes over the years, Jack. All he does is... And...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. We have seen an exceptional performance from Dwight Howard.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively, but he's going to keep going at it.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Green is out there with Harris. Then it's Simmons. Then there's Howard. And it's Curry in at the 2 guard. And yes, it's good.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Here's Herder.
Herder now mixing it up a little bit, not just staying on the perimeter.
For Atlanta, they have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
Both good from the line that time. Here's Simmons. He's still scoreless so far in this one. High post, Howard. Outside, Curry. Over Young. Curry can't get it to go.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Here's Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
Now, Dwight Howard, one of the biggest targets in transition. You can't allow him to get where he wants to go without resistance.
And stolen by Harris. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Matisse Thybulle checked in for the 76ers. Collins against Simmons. Curry dishes to Harris. Back to Curry. Out to Harris. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Harris has got the lead up to 1 now for Philadelphia. Young finds Capella. Back to Young. Over Simmons. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And I think for years to come, you're going to be talking about the draft that Trae Young was involved in as the picks got swapped. One franchise getting their guy, and this team finding Trae Young. And he's been a blessing for where they need to go.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Alinari comes in for John Collins. Tony Snell's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Kevin Huerter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3, Harris. But they recover it. Howard, the pass to Harris. Another shot. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the 76ers lead by 1.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Here's Young, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Brent, you know the Hawks believed in Trae Young on draft day. They made the trade for him and gave up a chance at Doncic.
Well, I don't look at it like that, Kevin. I look at it like Atlanta got their guy. It's not about who else was on the board. It's the fact that they could get their #1 choice, and that was Trae Young.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Korkmaz comes in for Tobias Harris. And Maxey subbed in for Curry. Maxey, no good. Atlanta's shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. Alinari outside. 1:58 left here in the 3rd quarter. And good that time.
Nice body control there by Gallo. He gets bodied up a little bit and executes that finish flawlessly.
Howard kicks to Milton. Now, here's Maxey. He's guarded closely. Here's the power on that throwdown.
Unreal.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. The 76ers trail by 3. High post, Howard. Poked loose. And Okongwu slams it in.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
It's good.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Howard at the elbow. Thybulle on the wing. 76ers moving the ball around. The pass to Milton. The feed to Howard. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. 24 points for Dwight Howard. Young taking his time here. Offensive rebound. It's good on the putback.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
To the wing on the left. Howard, the pass to Korkmaz. It's blocked. And so it's Atlanta heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their lead is where... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. They've got Okongwu. Hunter is out there with Gallinari. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Williams at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Here's Bogdanovich, and it's blocked by Scott. Milton kicks to Thibault. Here's Korkmaz. Gallinari covering. Korkmaz, no good. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Williams scanning the floor. It's stolen by Milton.
Well, the instincts on defense on full display there. It was a gamble for sure, but it paid off big time in the form of a steal.
Here's Maxey. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Williams inside, defended by Thibault. Outside, Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
When Bogdanovich drives, it's for a reason. He's made a good decision to knife inside.
Now, here's Maxey. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Okongwu. Second shot opportunity. He kicks to Williams. It doesn't go for him. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Back to Milton. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
And that's an intentional foul. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. John Collins comes in for Gallinari. Kevin Herter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Young is subbed in for Lou Williams. And Philadelphia will go for a different look. Oh!
God. Someone's open. Trae Young scanning and finds him.
Simmons with it. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Clint Capella.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And he sinks the second.
The first pick in the 2016 NBA draft, Simmons has been a phenomenal addition to our league.
And Young, here we go. And the foul called on Danny Green. That's his first foul. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Mike Scott. Kicks it out to Collins. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Herter. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Shot by Collins, no good. The 76ers trail by 5. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And Simmons slams it in.
Love how Simmons commands the ball, especially in the big moments.
Young outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
At the line for the Hawks,
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
And Trae Young wants to be a leader, but it's not about wanting it. You have to show it on a consistent basis so your teammates start to look towards you.
And he steps up and knocks them down, making it a 2-possession game.
Howard finds Curry. Outside, Simmons. Inside, Howard. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 6 assists now in the game.
Now, and Dwight Howard is used to being the go-to guy earlier on in his career in Orlando for sure, but a remarkable time for him to come up big.
Young inside. Simmons is there.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
To the inside. Here's Howard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Clint Capella.
And you know how physical Howard is down there. When he's going up with his shot, he is expecting contact.
1:11 left to play here in the fourth. Now, here is Young. Kicks to Collins. Capella, Simmons pulls it in. And they're in position to take the lead.
And how big would a bucket be at this stage of the game?
To the paint, here's Howard. Yes!
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Here's Young. Rejected by Harris.
Every so often, Tobias Harris showing you something defensively, and great timing to throw that one away.
And Curry has it in the corner. Green kicks to Simmons. He feeds it to Howard. Money!
And Howard doing a great job showing his ability to score in a critical situation.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Nope. Every opportunity here have to have flawless execution.
Pass to Herter. To stop the run. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Dwight Howard.
Already impressing at a young age. Kevin Herter's dead-eye accuracy from deep, combined with being a fearless competitor going inside. It's going to pay some dividends throughout his career.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
It's the first, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, important there to have the 3-point lead because only a 3 can tie it up now.
Young drives in. It drops. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
It's in. Trae Young comes up huge this time, looking like the go-to guy.
And now they foul and stop the clock. Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 3. 3 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Let's face it, really difficult to find an open 3 in this situation. Look, there's no secret. It's the only shot that'll save him. So the D is all over the perimeter guarding that 3-point line.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Dwight Howard.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
So it's Philadelphia taking the W in a close one here. This win, such a tremendous...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A view of the Atlanta skyline. And with tip.
Well, the ceremony.
Thank you, DA. And they've got a few injuries on their bench. Less options, but you'd think not too big of an impact for them.
2 players injured, one of their stars out, something they'll have to dig deep to overcome.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the center position. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the back, and it's Capella in at the 5. And so it's the Hawks getting on the board first. Giannis with it and guarded by Capella, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to see. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
Now, here is Young, and stolen by DiVincenzo. Rebounded by Capella. And here's the break. Up the floor, back to Herter. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. But we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
And that's Holiday taking it right to the defense, being aggressive, drawing contact.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. In the corner, Herter with it. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Young up top. He dishes it to Capella. Shot clock at 3. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here's Milwaukee now. Outside Holiday. Passes it to Lopez. Knocks it loose. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. And there's the feed to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Nice look from Kevin. Intelligent and unselfish.
And Kevin Herter, a young player and a big part of this team's future. He keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside. He can attack the rim. He's also is more willing to take the lead in transition and create for others.
And with great positional size, Milton knows how to do damage down low.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. Basket good. Giannis has got his second bucket of the game to go. And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Kicks to Hunter. Back to Young. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Now here's Lopez. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Holiday against Young. Good on the shot.
The ability of Trae Young to take it up inside makes him difficult to pressure out on the perimeter.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He's covered closely. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Herter passes to Hunter. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points. In case anyone was wondering, this is what it looks like when you're in the zone. He hasn't missed one all quarter.
Young against Holiday. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Now here's Williams, guarded closely. Just 5 on the clock. That one goes in.
Despite having a small frame, this is a big part of Lou Williams' game. Taking it up strong inside.
Forbes the pass to Middleton. Portis with it. Pass to Tucker. For three, Middleton. Unable to get that one. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Hawks ahead. We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some trying.
Being able to go through adversity and come out.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court right now for the Hawks, they've got Tony Snell. Okongwu is out there with Gallinari. Then it's Williams. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward position. Gallinari down low. Guarded by Tucker. The shot by Okongwu. No good. The Bucks trail. And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You've got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
Outside Williams. Feeds it to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
And give Sweet Lou credit. Turns down his own shot because his teammate has a better one.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
It's good. And the Hawks' lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Portis. Here's Snell. No points in the game yet for him. The 19-foot shot, and it's off the back rim. No good.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Back to Young. From 18 feet away, DiVincenzo with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Bogdanovich is checked in for the Hawks. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Atlanta again missing.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up.
Oh, wow! Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And it's good, 2 points. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy They say he's 6'1". I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man, and that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And the dunk by Capella.
And how about his athleticism? For a big man, Capella is able to make plays above the rim.
Collins against Giannis. The pass to Lopez. Here's Holiday. And Capella sends it back. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Bogdanovich wide open. Capella, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Capella's got the lead up to 6 now for Atlanta.
Yeah, just a fantastic job to stay with the play and just not give up. Excellent effort on the offensive backboard.
And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. And Lopez throws it down.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
They're bringing the energy, the hustle, the fight, and they also didn't give up on that possession.
And Young kicks to Bogdanovich. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Hunter dishes to Capella. Milwaukee with the rebound. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
When you've gained a decade or more of experience, this is what tends to happen. Holiday staying very patient, waiting for someone to break free.
Young with no one around. Drops in the tray. Young's got 5 points in the quarter. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle under.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sport. Clint Capella putting in some incredible work. He had 12 points, and the... Thanks for joining.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Clint Capella has been sensational.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
And I can't wait to see what he has in store during this second half. Some of those jams were downright absurd.
On the court for the Bucks, they've got P.J. Tucker. He's out there with Chris Middleton. And it's Forbes in at the 2 guard. And G.A. Chris Middleton over his career, much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
Well, this is what they want from Herter. Be assertive and make plays.
He hits both from the stripe. Here is Forbes. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Tucker with the ball. Gallinari on him. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
And just about every one of Middleton's shots is a smart one. Even from mid-range, he's not going to force anything.
Pass to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
Williams for 3. That shot is off. And Milwaukee the other way now. Here's Forbes. And he makes good on the layup. Forbes has got his first bucket in this one.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Herter. Here's Okongwu. It's rebounded by Portis. And now we've got the intentional foul.
really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Collins comes in for Gallinari. Hunter's checked in for Tony Snell. Young is subbed in for Lou Williams. The Hawks leading. It's Young on the wing, guarded by Holiday. Young passes to Capella. Now, here's Collins. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. Continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end. He can attack from inside as well as outside.
And the Hawks making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Holiday throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Trae Young.
When Holiday's feeling good, he causes plenty of these, able to power through contact and finish.
And Collins said so himself. He believes he'll be a max contract player when he hits free agency.
You know what, GA? I love the confidence from him. And you look year to year, his numbers are improving at an unbelievable rate. He just might get that max contract.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part. Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of it.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. And Holiday kicks to Lopez. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
And the technical free throw is good.
And the leadership Lopez gives this team really important. He's someone his younger teammates look up to.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Gallinari comes in for John Collins. Tony Snell's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Williams in for Trae Young. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Here's Okongwu. Count it. Okongwu's now got his second bucket.
Passes like this demonstrate Snell's team-first approach. He's all about getting it to the open guys.
Middleton outside. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Bucks lead by 1.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That's foul number 2 for him. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Gallinari passes to Bogdanovich. Clock at 6. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
You want your team to be aggressive on the glass, but he was a little too zealous for that rebound.
Yeah, there's an art to snatching rebounds from behind, but most players can't pull it off. Tim Duncan was one of the best.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like Greg for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. Williams against Holiday. Gallinari passes to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
Here's Giannis. And stolen by Bogdanovich. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Milwaukee on top, up by 1. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Herder the 2 with Hunter at the 3. John Collins is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Young in at point guard. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Back to DiVincenzo. Passes to Antetokounmpo. And what a play! Just snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Here's Herder. On the 3 off target. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. They trail by 1. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Middleton left side. Portis trying to free himself. Middleton can't get it to go.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
It's good.
No matter where he is on the floor, Collins seems to invite contact.
And there's the call on Kevin Herder. That'll be his second foul of the game. Lou Williams is checked in for Trae Young. Giannis inside. Working on Collins. That one misses. The Hawks leading by 3. Hunter, no one around him. That 3 off the mark. For Milwaukee, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Here's Nora. Collins with some nice D. Hawks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Herder passes to Hunter. Dishes to Capella. Hunter with it. Shot clock at 2. A baseline J. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand.
It's so strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Williams attacking. Down low. Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
Collins against Giannis. And the rejection by Collins.
Right there, the length of Collins proving to be the difference. Not in my house, he says.
So for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for John Collins. Tony Snell comes in for Hunter. And Trae Young subbed in for Lou Williams. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. It's tipped. Stolen by Tucker. Here's DiVincenzo. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And it really helps their team so much with Middleton's passing with effectiveness, and it helps him out as a scorer. He's that much harder to defend.
Bogdanovich, he's checked in for the Hawks. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Young up top. Out to the wing. Stolen by Tucker. And Middleton with a clear path to the hoop. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot 2 at the line. He drops the first one, and that gives them the lead.
And really, from second round pick to all-star, Middleton's story inspirational, yet even now it feels like some people continue to sleep on him.
Yeah, that's who you want stepping to the line when the game is close.
John Collins, he's checked in for Okongwu. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter. Kicks it down to Middleton. To Forbes, 5 to shoot. And here is Portis. Capella covering. Middleton can't get it to go. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. Collins finds Young. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
Incredible competitor. Trae Young always wants to be the one to take this shot.
Middleton looking it over. And the pass to Portis.
Got it! Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Young left side. Inside. Here's Capella. Good! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
You people see the floor as well as Trae. If you're open, he'll find you.
Middleton, the pass to Portis. Up top, Tucker. He's guarded by Collins. Tucker with the ball. Working on Collins.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing. And they still have a foul to give at this point. This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
You know what? They're focused right now. Every possession has to yield points.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
It falls! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
He's fearless. Trae Young knows he's probably going to take contact, and it doesn't matter at all. How big is that? Or should I say, how big might that become? Just a brutal mistake.
And it's sent back by Lopez.
It's a bonus whenever Lopez comes up with the swat. Want to see more of this from the big fella.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
And that's going to do it for regulation. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. And it's the Hawks to start out. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. Middleton dishes to Lopez. It's blocked.
All over that shot. Hunter's length and commitment gives him the upside to be a great defender.
Now Young. Over to the left wing. Herter passes to Young. There's the triple. Rebounded by the Bucks. Lopez has got 4 rebounds in this game. Giannis drives in. Hunter grabs the miss.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
And guys, when Capella's playing like this, it's an added bonus. Love seeing him catch fire.
And stolen by Hunter. On up the court. Here's Young. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Never afraid to take the big shot. Trae Young, we have to call you Mr. Young.
Collins checked in for the Hawks.
Now they're going for the jugular. A few more trips like that, and we might be able to see this one in the books.
Bucks trail by 5. Outside, Antetokounmpo. They get it again. No good there. And Collins has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks, taken away by Holiday. Here's DiVincenzo. It's deflected.
When you watch Kevin Huerter, he plays hard at the defensive end. That was an effort block.
To the middle, here's Young, and he banks in the layup. Young's got 5 points now this quarter.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
And it's easy to see why Lopez is out here in these moments, never afraid to take a big shot.
Down low, here's Antetokounmpo. Looking to get back on track here, and Capella sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. Atlanta making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. The Bucks also changing it up. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And so it's Milwaukee with it. It's a 5-point game. Antetokounmpo. It drops. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
And here's Young. It's good.
Incredible night for Trey. Has direct involvement in nearly every facet of this offense.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Holiday attacking. Trae Young grabs the miss. Hunter kicks to Young. Inside. Pass to Hunter. Back to Capella. Kicks it out to Collins. No good with the triple. Middleton inside the three-point line. Here's Giannis. Off on that one. And so the Hawks take the win. They escape with it. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. And the 76ers showing off their style as they arrived at the arena today. No shortage of fashion sense in this group. Downtown Milwaukee is seen from the shore of Lake Michigan on a and they're dealing with 2 injuries. One of their stars is out. No doubt that'll have an impact on the game.
2 injuries, one of their stars out, but it's all about how you respond to the adversity.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Ben Simmons is out there with Curry. And it's Green. Then there's Howard. And it's Harris in at the power forward. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3. And here are the 76ers now. Back to Howard. Both teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can...
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
DiVincenzo passes to Holiday. Doesn't go that time. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Howard dishes to Simmons. Stolen by Middleton. Now the Bucks moving it up. Holiday with the ball. And Holiday throws it down.
He's an explosive, athletic guard, and I tell you, the coaching staff must love watching Holiday in the open court.
Now Lopez. Here's Giannis, and the dunk by Giannis.
Just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
Simmons passes to Howard. And it's Simmons penetrating. Out to Harris. 76ers moving the ball around. Here's Howard and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. A shot by Middleton. Wide open. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
And when it comes off the hands of a shooter like Middleton, there's just something so pretty and fluid about the pull-up.
Curry passes to Howard. Lopez with the steal. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Green. And now the 76ers on the break. Here's Simmons.
The versatility of Simmons, astounding, amazing, impressive. Dunks like this are just insane.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Now Giannis. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Milwaukee shooting their first free throw of the game here. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And really, from second-round pick to all-star, Middleton's story inspirational. Yet even now, it feels like some people continue to sleep on him.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And the 76ers also making a change. Milton's checked in. Shots good by Middleton.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Here's Howard. Outside for Simmons. Six on the shot clock. Milton the pass to Harris. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
He keeps that mid-range jump shot alive. I love seeing Harris utilize this area of the floor.
Holiday goes in. Here's Lopez. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
Here's Howard. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots up there.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's his first foul. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And then for Philadelphia, Mike Scott's checked in for Howard. Korkmaz comes in for Danny Green. And Maxey's subbed in for Ben Simmons. And that one's good, Maxey.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Matisse Thybulle checked in for the 76ers. 56 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Forbes. Here's Portis. And easy 2 points on the layup.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Thybulle, the pass to Maxey. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Oh, he'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
To the left wing. Here's Forbes. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, it's the attack mindset. I mean, that helped him prevail right there. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut.
Now, here's Thybulle. Defense is right there. Just 5 to shoot. Harris passes to Scott. And it's Scott with the jam.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks. And earlier we checked in with Giannis Antetokounmpo, who had this to say about
I think the most important lesson that I got is
all part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then there's Bobby Portis, and it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard position. Harris passes to Scott. Thybulle with the ball. Back to Scott. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And how about the burst in that first step, just right to the rim?
Here's Forbes. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. The 76ers also with the sub. Curry's checked in for Maxey. Here's Curry. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin. And I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that part.
DiVincenzo against Curry. And it's sent back by Howard.
You got to be aware of Howard at all times, especially on defense where he makes his living blocking shots.
Can't get it to fall. Bucks leading by 6. Here's DiVincenzo. He can't hit that time. Curry with the defensive effort. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter.
If he's got his hands on the ball within a few feet of the basket, Tucker has one thing on his mind. Dunk that.
High post, Howard. Simmons against DiVincenzo. Count the basket. Simmons got 5 now. And here's Holiday.
And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
Middleton with it. He has 7. 4 on the clock. Now here's Simmons.
And C-Webb, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah, G.A. Great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up from unorthodox angles with ease.
Danny Green, he's checked in for the 76ers. Shake Milton comes in for Matisse Thybulle.
Oh, there's nothing like seeing Green get his hands dirty on the glass. He's going to work and getting rewarded with the putback.
Giannis against Simmons. And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Here's Green. There's the pass to Curry. They kick it out to Green. Pass to Milton. Here's Simmons. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Bucks leading by 4. It's stolen by Milton. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. And Howard with the stuff.
Now, this is the chemistry Howard has with this guy. It's fantastic at realizing when to go for alley-oops.
The kick out to Lopez. Back to Giannis. Now the pass to Lopez. The dish to Forbes. Clock at 4. Lopez inside, working on Howard. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Giannis against Simmons. To the inside, unloads. And some good action through the first 2 quarters. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following him.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. It's Milwaukee with the advantage at the half. They've got a 2-point lead. Kenny, how'd you feel about it? And that's a wrap.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Without question, Chris Middleton displaying his skills today.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Taking a look at the 76ers, they've got Howard. Harris is out there with Green. Then it's Simmons, and it's Curry in at the 2-guard spot.
Oh, he's almost 7 feet tall. Simmons is a tough guard. I mean, you got to be careful not to get too physical.
And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They've led by as much as 10. Not going to go that time. Simmons with the defensive effort. Now the 76ers on the break. Harris against Giannis. Harris passes to Howard for the lead. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Howard's got the lead up to 2 now for the 76ers.
So tough to stay with the pick and roll. Howard moves so fluidly after setting the solid screen.
The kick out to Holiday. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Curry. 3-on-3. Harris with it. Out guarded by Giannis. Simmons passes to Harris. For the 3. Kept alive. Howard kicks to Harris. They kick it out to Green. Outside Curry. And another shot. He feeds it to Howard. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
He'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba was one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being. Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Here's Maxey. Gets the bucket and the foul. That one is on Holiday.
They are just killing him on the interior.
The 76ers have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Bucks trail by 5. Now Tucker pass to Holiday. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Holiday's got his second basket of the game.
An intense competitor. It's clear that Holiday enjoys going hard at the defense and finishing on them.
Howard, the pass to Maxey. Count that one. Maxey's got the lead, back up to 5 now for the 76ers. Buck shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Here's DiVincenzo. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. The Bucks shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And the first one drops. And Philadelphia making a change here. Milton's checked in. Good on both. The 76ers leading by 3. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And Harris wide open. He shoots and good. Got the English that time as it falls.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Here's Middleton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
A determined shooter who excels at the charity stripe. Middleton will gladly head to the line.
Both good from the line that time. 1:51 left in the third. Left side, Harris. This one for 3. Howard kicks to Harris. And here's Maxey. 9 points in the game so far. 5 on the clock. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Yep, that one goes. Harris has got the lead up to 5 now for the 76ers. Harris has gone 50% from the field, 3 of 6. Antetokounmpo up top. He has 6. Count it. Good.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
Maxey passes to Korkmaz. Here's Milton. Howard in the post. Defended by DiVincenzo. Harris passes to Howard. Banked in off the glass. Howard's got 8 points.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Here's Antetokounmpo. The shot off that time. Good D by Howard.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
To the paint. Stolen by Middleton. And here's the fast break. Here's Yacht. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
Howard finds Milton. Back to Howard. Here's Milton. And it's sent back by Lopez.
And you got to appreciate the length Lopez has. He's effective at using it to stifle shooters.
Howard. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 10 points for Howard.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Middleton on the wing. Fires from deep. That shot no good. And so it's Dwight Howard making highlights for the Philadelphia 76ers. After a fantastic quarter, he's sitting on a double-double. And there's nowhere to go but up for him. And we'll be right back after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, that's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. PJ Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Forbes in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. And the Bucks making a change here. Holiday's checked in. To the inside. And a wide open look for Portis. Drops it in from 11 feet. Portis has got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Bucks. Simmons looking it over. Good work there as it goes.
Oh, the brilliance of Simmons. You know, outstanding at getting fancy with the ball and taking risks from time to time.
Forbes the pass to Portis. And Connaughton has it in the corner. Portis kicks it to Tucker. Back to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
I mean, he's got a lot of smarts on the court, but Tucker doesn't need to think too much on that assist. He's wide open.
That's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time.
That's just his first turnover of the game. He's been making good decisions out there. Well, until that one anyway.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Bryn Forbes. Holiday, the pass to Portis. The kick out to Holiday. It's stolen by Green. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. Simmons on the wing, guarded by Holiday. No one on him, and he makes the easy one. Simmons got the lead up to 5 now for the 76ers. Passes it to Tucker.
He lets the D off the hook right there. I mean, if they let him get that open again in that spot, he'll get burned.
Outside for Simmons. Looking for Harris. He gets it there. Outside, Green. 76ers moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. Simmons finds Howard. Back to Simmons. To the middle. That's good from Howard on the assist from Simmons. 12 points for Howard.
You can't leave anyone uncovered around Simmons. I mean, he's fantastic at seeing when one of his guys is open.
And Holiday, here we go. And Portis throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Howard kicks to Simmons. It's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday. A different look for Milwaukee. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Simmons dishes to Curry. Just 4 to shoot. Lopez with the steal. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the dunk by Giannis.
And this helps build chemistry. Lopez looking to share the ball wherever he can.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. It's a 3-point game. And the layup is good. Simmons got 6 points in the quarter.
Rising to the challenge. This is where young players like Simmons need to make their mark.
Antetokounmpo finds Lopez. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Kick out to Giannis. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Simmons passes to Howard. Back to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And once Simmons turns on the Jets, there's no stopping him. I love seeing him play with this much confidence.
Giannis against Simmons. Antetokounmpo dishes to Lopez. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. And there's the call on Howard. That is his first foul of the game. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Curry. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. Middleton the pass to Lopez. Shot clock at 5. Howard with the steal. And they're running. And the Bucks making a change here. Simmons with it. Just 5 to shoot. Down low. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And now a 7-point 76ers lead. And so it's Milwaukee now. Middleton outside. The 3. And again, the Bucks miss. Here's Philadelphia, and they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Howard kicks to Harris. Fires from the corner. That's good. And so Howard with the assist.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for. And when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
For 3, Middleton misses. So Philadelphia wins it, and in the win. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Beautiful view of the and before.
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, DA. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young is out there with John Collins. Then there's Gallinari. Then there's Hunter. And it's Capella in at center, locking down the middle. And for Philadelphia, they've got Seth Curry. Green is out there with Harris. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Howard in at the center position. And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. Here's Young. The teardrop falls in.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
And there's the pass to Howard. And stolen by Hunter. Young with the ball. Out guarded by Simmons.
And give it up for the little fella on the inside there. Great rebound, even though he had to really fight for it.
Inside. And Curry has it in the corner. They grab their own miss. From past the arc. Sinks the triple.
And, you know, I think this is exactly what you want Howard to do. I mean, when somebody's open, show that you're willing to give the ball up.
Here's Hunter. Feeds to Capella. Lays it up and banks it in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Green. Left side, Curry. Pass to Howard. It's stolen by Capella. It's Young on the wing, guarded by Simmons. Young against Simmons. Shots good from Young. Young's got his second basket.
And the work ethic coming into play there. I like how Young can just focus on the task at hand.
Knocked loose. Young with the steal. Here's Hunter. Back to Capella. The Hawks working the ball around. Here's Young. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Young's got 6 points. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
And that one's good. Hunter. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with the great one and Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for it.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Mike Scott's checked in for Howard. Shake Milton comes in for Seth Curry. And Maxey subbed in for Green.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second chance opportunities can be game-changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Here's Scott after the basket by Onyeka Okongwu. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Trying to end the drought, and Capella sends it back.
Over a 7'4" wingspan for Clint Capella. That's long, folks, and it makes him an intimidating shot blocker.
Herter passes to Capella. Here's Herter. And it goes down 2 points.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
The 76ers trail by 9. There's 37 seconds left in the first. Maxey, no good. Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Kicks it to Okongwu. He feeds it to Williams. Shoots over Scott. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And now Philadelphia on the break. Harris finds Milton. Now here's Maxey. Gets it off.
And the defense of Capella is huge. I mean, very impactful at that end of the floor, using his big body to deter shooters.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from the Hawks, what do you guys think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
On the court right now for the Hawks, we've got Williams. Okongwu is out there with Tony Snell. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Fernando in at the 5 down low. The feed to Scott. Pass to Thibault. Back to Scott. Harris outside. Three-pointer. Drills the three-pointer.
Nice touch from downtown. Tobias Harris continues to look better and better from this area.
Williams kicks to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Howard comes in for Tobias Harris. And Curry subbed in for Maxey. Now here's Curry. Here's Howard. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
And Okongwu slams it in.
And don't sleep on Williams' ability to create for others. That's a veteran play.
The kick out to Scott. Pass to Thibault. Left side, Scott. From the arc. Rebound by the Hawks.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Snell from outside. Good on the three-point shot. Snell's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Curry passes to Howard. And stolen by Bogdanovich. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament to get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David. And it's Williams with the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. He kicks to Snell. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Reed, he's checked in for Howard. Harris comes in for Scott. Danny Green, he's checked in for Korkmaz. And Simmons subbed in for Matisse Thybulle. Collins against Simmons. They kick it out to Green. It's up a three. They get it again. Outside, Simmons. Harris finds Simmons. Here's Curry with the three. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
You know, the staple of Seth Curry's game is shooting the ball off the catch.
Collins passes to Capella to the inside. And there's Hunter on the assist from Capella. Hunter's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Simmons, goes straight to the defender, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Outside Curry. Simmons on the wing, defended by Young. And they double up Simmons. Gallinari with the rebound. The Hawks leading by 13. Here's Collins. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
The play in transition from Collins is impressive. He gets down the court with such speed and then finishes it so strong.
Now here's Curry. He's got 6, and Harris wide open. He shoots, buries it from three-point range.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Young with no one around. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Curry fires from... He made it! He caught it! Big time! Wow! That'll do it for the first half. It's Atlanta, leading by 9.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. After 2 quarters, it's Atlanta out in front. They lead by 9 points. And Shaq And that does it for our half.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
They've got Howard. Curry is out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's his. And it's Green in at the small forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. The Hawks shooting their second and third free throws tonight. Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you know, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now, here's Howard. It's good. Howard's got 6.
Sensational at hitting the glass. Howard has fantastic timing when he goes after those rebounds.
To the paint. Here's Capella. The Hawks shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Clint Capella is a guy who's a defensive anchor and takes quality shots, and because of that, he plays his role to perfection.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Korkmaz checked in for Tobias Harris. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Curry. And Maxey subbed in for Simmons.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
So for the Hawks, Bruno Fernando's checked in for Clint Capella. Okongwu comes in for Gallinari. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Hunter.
You know what? Still a consistent double-double threat every game is Howard, wanting to prove how valuable he is.
Now here's Williams. Not a lot of room. Over Maxey. Williams can't hit.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Down low. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Here's Milton. And that one is good.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers making a change here. Scott's checked in. Now here's Williams. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. To the middle. Here's Okongwu. Scott pulls it in. The 76ers trail by 5. Moving it up. Here's Milton. Got a hand on it. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Bogdanovic. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
And he commits the intentional foul. The pass to Maxey. Feeds it to Scott. Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Atlanta leading by 3. 1:57 left here in the third quarter. Williams dishes to Okongwu. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And that's now 9 points for Onyeka Okongwu. Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer. I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
Williams, that's good.
Love the decision-making here. I mean, Sweet Lou knows he can beat his guy to the spot and then takes it strong.
Pass to Scott. To the inside. Now, here's Maxey. He's guarded by Williams. It counts, and the foul. That's on Lou Williams.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Mike Scott. Tobias Harris comes in for Korkmaz. Danny Green, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Ben Simmons in for Shake Milton. Young scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
Now, here's Maxey. In the corner, it's Harris. He's looking for Howard and finds him, and it's slammed in by Howard.
Hey, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
And Young, here we go. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
When you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
And the 76ers making a change here. Curry's checked in. Poked away. Simmons feeling it out a bit. Curry can't get it to go, but they'll get another chance. And Collins has got the ball here for the Hawks. At one point, they led by 16. And they go to the intentional foul. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one at the line is good.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
This is it to Maxey. Here's Reed, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Hawks lead by 5. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court right now for the Hawks. Okongwu is out there with Tony Snell. Then it's Williams. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Fernando in at the 5, roaming the paint. Shakes him. Here's Bogdanovich. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And I also love what they've done defensively in terms of closing out to the shooters, getting a hand up, just making them feel a little uncomfortable on the offensive end.
Here's Korkmaz. Back to Harris. Beyond the arc. It's good from long range.
You know, the mindset Harris has is one that allows him to be ready to shoot as soon as that ball touches his hands. Catch and fire.
Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
Now here's Simmons. Out left to the wing. Clock at 6. Harris outside. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Green, he's checked in for Korkmaz, and Curry subbed in for Shake Milton. And the call will be against Harris. That's his first foul. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Capella kicks to Young. And it's sent back by Howard.
Excellent timing by Howard. He knows exactly when to jump to deny shot attempt.
Now Simmons. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And Howard with the stuff.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. Two hands and down.
Now, here is Young. Inside, Gallinari. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. And the Hawks lead by 6.
And with good height for a wing player, Gallinari gives defenders problems down low.
The try by Simmons. Yes, that goes in.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Solid there, just recognizing when to drive. When Young has some wiggle room, he sees it.
Howard draws the double. On the wing, Harris. Simmons against Young. Shot clock at 6. Out to Harris. Pass to Howard. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here's Young. Kicks it out to Collins. Back to Young. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
Just his night, guys. We saw Young do this in college. Once he gets into a rhythm, he will just put it on you.
Now here's Curry. The pass to Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
And stolen by Simmons. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation. Cool as they come, Ben Simmons loves taking these big shots.
Young pass to Collins. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Yeah, and he says thank you very much as he cashes in on the technical. Only a point, but now that lead just increased.
Now, here is Young. Gallinari outside. 5 on the clock. Young drives in. Here's Capella. Goes back up. Atlanta again missing.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Curry kicks to Howard. Harris outside. Hunter grabs the miss. And here's Collins. Knocked away. To the paint. Here's Capella. Pass to Hunter. Over Harris. Curry with it. And guarded by Capella. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And Simmons slams it in.
Hey, it's clear. Simmons is a very gifted player. Somebody who is mentally strong in these situations and takes the challenge on head first.
Now, here is Young. Collins dishes to Young. Back to Collins. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. There's 10 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Young with the ball. Can't connect. And so the big win by Atlanta in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up.